Hey there, modern math teacher. Do you wish you had more time to personalize lessons, create engaging activities, and support all your learners without adding extra hours to your prep? Of course you do. AI might just be the tool that you need. Listen, friend, I know that AI can feel overwhelming, but the goal isn't to replace teachers. It is to make teaching easier and more effective. Hey guys, I'm Kristen Moore, your host here of the Modern Math Teacher Podcast. And today we're talking all about the power of AI to transform your math classroom. This is the topic that actually kicked off our podcast way back in episode one of the most played episodes of our history. So let's get into it. Why AI? Guys, AI can save you time on lesson planning, on differentiation, on student support, giving you, as the teacher, more energy to focus on what really matters. And that's what I want for you. Now, listen, you guys, why should we use AI for lesson planning and differentiation? Because we can, okay? Teachers already do it all. Lesson planning, scaffolding, finding engaging activities. AI can help you lighten the load. AI, you guys, is going to be a time-saving tool, but it is not a shortcut, okay? It's not going to replace the deep teaching you do, but it can help with the busy work and repetitive tasks that you have to do as a teacher. Okay. I want you guys to harness the energy of AI to make your lesson planning and differentiation more efficient. That way, you can be more effective when you're in your classroom. AI is going to help teachers help you, my dear friend, spend less time on the actual planning process, right? It's going to speed that up, streamline it. It's going to give you more time to spend engaging your students. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to be real and present with your students to make those authentic connections and to help boost that student engagement and build their capacity as a math learner in real time. So, let's talk about how AI is going to make this easier for you. Okay. There are three ways. There's a myriad of ways, but today we're talking about three ways that AI can make lesson planning and differentiation easier and more effective for you. First way that I want to talk about is using AI to generate and customize lesson materials. Okay. The materials for your lesson. So here's how it helps AI can quickly generate lesson plans. We've talked about this before, how to make them better, right? They're not going to be perfect. It can also help you make the warm ups and the scaffolds based on teacher input. So I want you to be putting that craft framework to good use and making sure that you are putting in good prompts to get out good answers. You can, of course, say, create a warm up question for Algebra 1 lesson on linear functions. But I want you to go ahead and make that better. Be specific with what you want, right? Garbage in, garbage out, quality in, quality out. So, as a best practice, if you are using it to help you with any of these things, lesson plans, warm ups, scaffolds, whatever, okay? Always review and tweak your AI generated materials to align with your curriculum goals. You are still the expert, right? This is just making it more efficient. You can see 10 things, ask ChatGPT for 10 ideas, pick the best one, okay? If you are ready for a quick win on this, like, yesterday, maybe, I want you to use ChatGPT to create a differentiated problem set for your next lesson. Sit tight. I'm going to share with you my favorite AI prompt framework to get the best output in the least amount of time in just a few. It's going to be that craft framework, okay? So we can use AI to generate and customize lesson materials. I love it to help me with some warm-ups, or you can grab some real world warm ups in my store. You can ask it to help scaffold. So many great things. Okay. Speaking of, you can use AI to scaffold and adapt for diverse learners. Now, here's how it can help you AI can help you modify the content for students at different levels and of different learning preferences. For example, you can ask it, input this word problem, and ask it to rephrase the word problem at a lower reading level. Okay. That could help any number of students in your classroom. It is best practice, though, you guys, to use AI to generate multiple versions of a problem, right? So I want you to have it create a full set for you, one for struggling learners, one for grade level learners, and one for advanced students. Okay. You can then have it modify your lesson or your activities to suit different learning preferences. You can have it focus on visual strategies, kinesthetic strategies, auditory strategies. You name it, you can ask AI to help you identify and make small tweaks to your lesson, just like I did with that logarithm activity that I mentioned, I think in episode 90, if I'm right. Oh my gosh, 90 guys. I'm almost at 100. That's crazy. Okay. So Some other ways you can get a quick win, um, in this category, right? This scaffolding and adapting for diverse learners. Sorry, lost my train of thought there for a moment. You could try a couple of different things. I love ChatGPT as a workhorse for a lot of things, but you could try Diffit or Khanmigo to create some leveled questions or reading supports for you. Okay, so if you want to try a new tool this week, you could try that, or you can just use your favorite AI tool, whether that's Claude or Chat or whatever it is that you like. All right, so two things that it's helped with so far: generating and customizing lesson materials, right? Scaffolding and adapting for diverse learners. It can also help you give immediate feedback and student support. Guys, it's like an extra you in the classroom. You get to clone yourself, okay? So there are cool tools like Brisk or Snorkel or Khanmigo that can give real-time feedback and hints rather than just answers to your students. So your students might want photo math or Mathway or whatever it is just to get the answer. But these tools can help actually give hints and feedback, guiding your students the same way you would, right? It's an extension of you. It's giving the same immediate feedback while you're engaging with other students in the classroom. They don't have to wait for you with their hand up. Miss Moore, I'm waiting on you. No, nope. They can use these tools to help automate that and give yourself a teacher assistant right there in the classroom. It's amazing. Okay. So, for example, instead of telling a student the answer, the AI tools can provide guided questions to help them figure it out. And with tools like Snorkel, it's super cool. You'll get notified about struggles that students are having too, right? So, how cool is that? You have an account, your students are doing stuff. It tells you the struggles of your class. Hello, data driven decision making. Now I can make changes for tomorrow. Okay. So, some best practice with this: remember, you can use AI as a coaching tool, but not as a shortcut. Students should still engage in their own problem solving, right? Teach them how to use these tools to enhance their learning and not just how to photo math their way to an answer. Because of course, they could just type in the equation and put it in ChatGPT and it'll give them an answer. That's why we're using specific tools to help give them that immediate feedback and student support. So again, those tools were Brisk, Snorkel, Khanmigo. Go check them out. Okay, I'll link them here in the show notes. Okay. Quick win on that. You can test out one of those AI tools to provide hints on a sample student problem instead of just grading it. That would be cool. And an easy way to try it. Now, as with everything I've said so far, garbage in, garbage out, quality in, quality out. So, if you're going to be using AI, and I want you to be using AI, you guys, make yourself more efficient and effective and less burnt out. Work smarter, not harder. I want to introduce you to the craft prompting framework. Craft. We are crafting a lesson. We are crafting materials. I chose this word and this framework intentionally because you are the master of your craft. You are helping, or you are having AI help you to craft these things more effectively, more efficiently, more speedily, whatever it is that you want, okay? So what is craft? Craft is a structured way to write better AI prompts to get useful, tailored responses. Okay, I don't want you to get just garbage five examples for your algebra 1 linear functions. It doesn't know what your goals are. It doesn't know, who your students are in the classroom, right? So, let's break down craft. C, context. I need you to give ChatGPT the background or the situation. R stands for role. Who is involved or is taking part in this lesson? Or what role is AI going to play in it? A stands for the activity. What needs to be done in this task that you're asking Chat or Claude or whoever to help you do? F is the format. What kind of format are you looking for? And T is the targets or takeaways. So always making sure that we are standards aligned. Okay. So these are the instructional goals of the lesson. Here is an example using the craft framework. You are a high school math teacher at a school in rural suburban Michigan. Design a differentiated Algebra 1 lesson on solving systems of equations using graphing, substitution, and elimination. Incorporate visual aids and kinesthetic activities. Include a warm up, a hands on activity, and differentiated practice. End with a group task where students choose a method to solve a real world problem and present their solution. Okay, so this is a little bit wordy, but it has everything in there. Context, the background. You are a high school math teacher at a school in rural suburban Michigan. Now it knows where I'm at, what to do. What is its role? It is the high school math teacher. Okay, so the lesson or the context and the role bled in together there. What is the activity? I am asking it to design a differentiated lesson, and I gave it all of the things I want. The format, Include a warm up, a hands on activity, and differentiated practice. I told it specifically what I needed back from it and the targets and takeaways. I told it the goals of the lesson, solving systems of equations using graphing, substitution, and elimination. Okay, so I've included all 5 of those elements. You want to write them in a way that feels natural. Just make sure you have all 5 of those elements in there, and you will be on your way to a well crafted lesson. No pun intended. All right, you guys. So, couple quick action steps. If you have 5 minutes, I want you to use Craft to write an AI prompt for a lesson resource that you have. Okay. If you have a full class period that you can dedicate to this, try out an AI generated scaffolded activity with your students. Again, use that Craft framework to come up with the activity and just try it with your students. See how it goes. Okay. If you've got time to spend dabbling with this all week, I want you to also test out a new AI tool like Brisk or Khanmigo and reflect on its effectiveness in your classroom. Excellent. All right, you guys. If you want to dive deeper, though, I want you to come and check out the new AI in education training for math teachers. It's a brand new PDM offering in April of 2025. It's going to be offered 2 times, and you're definitely going to want to be there and make sure that your district pays for it. If you are like, yes, I want AI. Yes, this is going to make my life easier. Tell me all the things, Kristen. Make sure that you click on that link in the show notes here. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Remember, AI won't do the teaching for you, but it can help lighten your workload so you can focus on what matters most. To make the most out of AI, I want you to make sure that you grab the brand new AI Tools for Math Teachers Ultimate Cheat Sheet and Guide linked here in the show notes. That is your free resource. Download it. It's got my top 5 tools. It has the craft framework spelled out with examples for all different aspects of teaching. So make sure that you grab that here. All right, you guys. Until next time, I want you to keep experimenting, keep using tools that support your student learning and support you as a teacher. And as always, keep it real.